way now to pick up our rental car for the next days. We're gonna drive to Fuji, Five Lakes region, and I contacted Archie from Zoom Rentals or Zoom Car Life. We had an agreement that we did a collaboration on a car, and I'm pretty stoked to show you. I think it looks super sick. Can't wait to see it in person. This place is around 1.5 hours outside of Tokyo. So I took the train there. The shop is directly next to the train station. So it's just maybe 3 minutes walk from the station, so no big deal. And I already spotted something pretty fucking cool. That's so sick. German plates, although I don't think they are real. Damn. Look at the wing. In the middle of Japanese countryside. Look at the exhaust. Looks neat. You might say no, well, that would make a pretty good rental car, and you would probably be right with that, but I'm agreeing on something a little bit more user-friendly.
A few moments later.
So we agreed on something a little more practical than the Mercedes. This will be the whip for the next few days. That's proper JDM, I would say. But there is more than just this thing hiding behind this garage door. Look at that.
Back in the day, we used to love staying up late. Now we can't sleep, trying to find ways to escape. And these days, that usually consists of building a spliff up or drinking till we stop thinking and drift off. Anything to escape the feeling. Stressful weeks fade into hazy weekends, trying to shake the demons of wasted seasons. A long way from younger days spent dreaming of what we could be. The possibilities were endless. Now we got.
So hi everybody, I'm Nira. Here is our garage in Chiba prefecture, very close to Narita airport. We can say Zoom, it's a rental business, but not so different, but not so common rental business. As you see, these cars, Honda Civic Type Rs, here GR86, all these fast cars are all for rental. At the same time, we are going to race them on racetracks in Japan, so say Tsukuba, Fuji Speedway, and all the tracks you can imagine. Personally, I enjoy driving this specific DC5 Type R here. It's one of our track spec cars.
That's beautiful.
Yes, and it's got its ECU done, performance tires, suspension done.
I love the red Recaros.
Yes, it's in
such a nice fit.
Yeah, it's such a nice color. This particular 944, it has been featured on Type 7 recently. This is
I see that car.
Yes,
yeah,
exactly this car. Type 7. The folks at Type 7 brought this car out to Tokyo.
It still has the Optima sticker on it.
Optima sticker.
Yeah.
This is actually a personal collection of our very good mechanic Steve. Also, one of our very popular cars is the all-new Civic Type R FL5.
But it looks so good in all black.
Yes. We've actually done something to it. We've inched down to 18 inches. As some of the viewers might know, if you drive an FL5, the 19 inches on the OEM's setup might be a little bit harsh, so we try to use a downsized wheel.
Let the tires work.
Let the tire work.
So most of these cars are available for rent, or you also do like track packages, right?
Yes, we also do a track package. If you want to rent a car to drive in the city, enjoy the view, yes, that's perfect. You can also ask us to arrange a track package for you. If you want to drive on Tsukuba, just give us a call. and we can arrange another special price for this car to go to the track. We'll arrange race engineers, mechanics, and also all the translation, all the hospitality you need.
That's super nice. So like a full care package.
Yeah, full care package.
That one I like in particular. Damn, you barely see those in Europe. I think I've only seen one before. It's a Steron. And it's in mint condition. Like almost everything here in Japan is in mint condition.
Almost everything.
Except those drift cars that of course get thrown around and
Those get
thrown
thrown
into the barrier a lot.
Yeah, we see those guys at Ibisu a lot with their drift missiles.
Yeah.
But the cars might have different conditions, but I think the passion is the same.
Yeah, true that.
This car actually is one of the rally homologation cars. It's not a normal Starion, it's called a Starion Rally. So this Starion, not in particular this one, they used to race in a race called Beijing Hong Kong Rally, if it's that called. So it's a really long rally, and it's got some heritage to it. So that's why we kept this car in a special livery with rally art and all the stickers on it. So we want to keep it in that style. So
Chaos bro.
Chaos bro. Yes, Chaos is also another brand of our company.
Oh really? Cool.
Yeah. We got some really cool stuff about Chaos.
Oh, we're gonna check that out for sure.
We're gonna check that out. This car has a boss Archie. He just had driven this car like 2 weeks ago, and it still runs fine after all these years. Thanks to our brilliant mechanic Steve. He runs all the maintenance part of the business, and I think he's a genius.
Steve's a hero.
Steve's a hero. To keep all these cars in this condition is definitely not some easy work.
True that, especially with the older cars, you know, they tend to, after like 30, 40, 50 years, they tend to leak.
You tend to leak, yeah.
On every line possible.
It's a pretty heavy trunk. Older cars, they get really stiff, really thick steel bonnets. So this is our A86. It's gonna get some modifications, probably done within next year. So currently it runs fine, but we got better plans for it. Really. So do anticipate for this car.
That's a proper JDM heritage car.
Yeah.
And it's in mint condition. Look at that engine bay.
The harnesses are all gathered away. I think it's
cleaned out.
It's cleaned out. It's been cleaned out.
Almost too nice to drive. Nah. I'm kidding.
These cars know got the garage queens. They get driven out quite often.
As they should.
Yes, as they should. We should all enjoy cars, drive them on the road. Just don't forget about the mileage on the clock.
Yeah.
Cars are meant to be driven.
Automobiles, not auto-immobiles. We talked about this before.
Not automobiles. The cars my boss really enjoys. Archie has taken really good care of this 155. It's a transport model.
It looks so good.
Yes.
As Jeremy Clarkson said, are you really a car enthusiast if you've never owned an Alfa?
Yes, you've never known an Alfa. It's one of those cars when you see it, you just go, wow. Yeah. I want to get inside of it. And this turbo fan is actually an original by Archie. So it's got like street line wheels, I think.
Yeah.
But this turbo fan is an original part.
So you make them?
I think Archie does, yeah.
That's so cool. Because it's not overdone, like it doesn't look too crazy, but it fits perfectly.
And this is a little special Alfa Romeo corner.
I see.
Yeah. And probably we're gonna run this car in December at Scuba.
Really?
So there's a local amateur event called a DTM challenge. They gather up all the DTM European makers, but in their street car counterparts, and then they race them at Chiba.
Damn.
It's more like a
That sounds like I need to come back in December already.
Definitely. Man. Japanese car culture is not just about Japanese cars. I would say it's very vibrant, it's very diverse. I think anyone can find something that they enjoy in Japan, especially if you're a Japanese car enthusiast. You can see all the Nismos, all the GTRs, all the Hondas, and particularly I have a really strong feeling for Hondas.
Yeah, it seems like if I'm looking around here, there's quite a few Hondas around. There's also an S2000 outside, or up in the shop,
Yeah. That S2000, one of my favorites Hondas. I used to own one, but I didn't have the money to fix it, so it was such a pity for that car. But lovely cars. Honda do make really lovely cars. Like you can get European or imported car meetings at Daikoku on Sunday mornings. The supercar owners will show up with the Lotuses, with the Ferraris, with the Alfa Romeos. They all gather up at different time slots.
Oh really?
But,
I guess there are time slots where now it's supercars.
Yeah, and on like specific days like the August, the 6th of August, so it's 6/8. So that's the day of 86.
That makes sense.
GR86, GT86, and even A86 will show up on that day to celebrate the day of 86.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I feel like Japan is one of these places where they're just here not only for JDM culture, but just for car culture.
So just for car culture.
You can also see it like in this shop. If you look around, there's Porsches, there is Toyotas, there is Hondas, there's a BMW. Oh, sorry, you didn't see that on the camera right now. There's also a E46 M3 race car in front of that. We get the Subaru outside. There is a Renault Clio race car, yellow Impreza, and a fine silk. That looks so sick. You told me the car is from China, right?
Yeah, our boss Archie actually bought this from China, and it was built in Guangdong province. And we're currently getting plans to get her running up again. And probably we're going to see her running at a time attack events across Japan.
Where it belongs.
Yes, where it belongs.
Look at that intake. You're missing something here, buddy.
For JDM culture or like Japanese culture in car culture in general, there's one big event every single year. I think many of you have heard Attack Tsukuba. So it's a time attack event held at Tsukuba circuit. So all cars across Japan and even cars from overseas will gather up at this time attack event to show off their skills, show off how they build cars and how their philosophy works with the Japanese tracks. So it's good to see all mix of culture working all together and competing for time against time in one single event.
We might need to be there.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out if someone can sponsor all my flights to Japan that I need to make next year.
Here is our cafe/gallery area. We showcase lots of vintage motorsport clothing, accessories, as well as vintage car parts. Of course, some really nice little motorbikes.
Can you rent that?
Yes, we are going to sell
Really?
this as a tour. We're working on a group tour with our customers to roam around the roads of Narita and Chiba in these little mopeds. They're actually mopeds.
Oh, there's another one.
Yes.
There's 3 of them.
Yeah. And this one is a YSR80. In Japan, it's classified as a moped, but it looks like a proper racing motorcycle, just for the looks. If I ride on it, it's a little bit small.
Well, compared to the Abarth next to it, that's a pretty small car as well, so it's fitting.
This Abarth Assetto Corsa It's a very rare one because only Ferrari Challenge drivers are allowed to buy these cars. If you
really?
get into the full season, you can buy one of these. But,
So you-
somehow Archie managed to get one of these.
That's crazy. You had to be a Ferrari Challenge driver
Yeah.
to purchase a Fiat. Or an Abarth. Yeah.
Particularly this car looks so clean, looks brand new. It is actually brand new, but we actually took it to Sportslad Sugo, so it has been raised. And every car here does not sit around, do nothing. They actually we enjoy cars that are supposed to be, how they're supposed to be.
I love that. Leighton House Racing Team.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, you know, you know. This one particularly, Track Day Everyday Club, is one of our own in-house designed t-shirts. And of course, we do a lot of track days, so come to our track days.
Chaos Car Club.
Chaos Car Club.
Drive into chaos. This is a great place to have dinner or a coffee or just a chat.
Yeah, we're gonna sell a coffee shop over here. Just come and grab a drink, have a chat. We'll probably put some cool stuff over here.
Very nice. I'll link the location, or I'll link your website and location stuff, like I think in the description below. Then.
Yeah, we're just 20 minutes away from Narita Airport, so it's really convenient to come here.
It's a little bit longer from Tokyo, but as I said before, it's like public transport in Japan is so good. So.
And all the car parts you see here, they're all for sale. We're trying to make up
Oh really?
something for the enthusiasts to bring home original stuff and car parts, fashion items. These are all stuff you can bring home with your trip in Japan. This was for sale.
We have to talk about this when I bring back the car.
Later.
First time in Japan and picking up a rental car like this feels like a fever dream, but a good one. I love it. So much thanks for Zoom Car Life again, and especially Archie, who I was in contact with for this trip and for this collaboration. Man, I'm gonna enjoy this. That's life, guys. That is life. I feel like in a movie right now. First trip to Japan, driving one of these. Can't get much better.
She don't wanna strip no more, don't wanna hit that pole. Get my old plug, I get it in and go. Shawty owe me something, better pay your toll.